Let's do this. Hello, everyone. My
Let's
name
go.
is Iman. I'm the Chief Technology Officer here at Aztec Metaverse, and we are super excited to guide you all today as we dive into life, our ultra high capacity metaverse brought to you by the one and only Aztec Metaverse. So life is more than just a virtual world. It's a place where you can explore and connect with others and create like never before. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Slice of Life. Over the next 30 minutes, we will show you, oh my god, amazing, the applauding monkeys. Great. Over the next 30 minutes, we will show you all the cool stuff that makes life so awesome. Live brings together people who are gamers, traders, developers, and the content creators. But first, let's tell you where we come from. Zaf.
Thanks, Aman. Let me introduce myself. I'm Zaf K, the CMO for Aztec Metaverse. You can find me here on Discord by my handle ZafiDo. Now, joining the team since last October, one of the earliest conversations that we had was around community. So one of the decisions that was made was that we would definitely be a community first project and organization. And so I've kept that in mind, as I've been trying to design and implement the marketing strategies of Aztec Metaverse as I went along. Now, one of the things that I saw clearly was that we had, an engaged community, and they had a number of channels and a number of ways to get in touch with us and get engaged with us. But I wanted that to be a little bit more focused. So I could see that the existing website already had a great library of info, and the white paper was basically a roadmap to the future. It's one of the main reasons that I got involved. But actually, we wanted to do more. So as part of the rebrand, we looked at how we could bring together various parts of the tribe, and anybody who's involved with the Aztec Metaverse project, whether as a trader or a creator or a gamer, is a member of the tribe, right? So all of you here tonight, you're all members of the tribe. And we wanted to bring everybody on board into one experience. Now, we already had live meetups, right? Face-to-face, in-person events, and sort of islands of enthusiasm across the social media platforms. So we started playing with a few different ideas, to see what we could use to get the traction going. We looked at memes, we looked at testing out video formats, we started developing some blog ideas, we started planning the education and the knowledge transfer that our new tribe members, would find useful. So we also gathered at the same time a group of beta testers to sort of, shake the trees and pull the levers to see how the life environment would perform. And because we were running multiple parallel threads, all at the same time, we also wanted to make sure that while we were doing all this, we wanted to add something new and different, right, to the world's first fully native Web3 metaverse. So we teamed up with some NFT collections from Nakamigos, Wonky Donkey, Bay C, MFers, Pepe, Flucky, Shiba Inu, and even some others. And we said, look, we want to take the sort of 2D format of the NFT image and turn it into a fully playable 3D character inside life. All right. And now that was great for functionality, but we needed to understand how things would scale too. So then we tested the UHC part of the UHC metaverse, the ultra high capacity part. And the numbers we got back were staggering. In short, we got you, lovely tribe people. Your gameplay will be both massive and immediate. Now, we live in an age where documentation is for emergencies. and players want to just pick up and dive in, right? And the environment should be the tutorial, and the experience is the guidebook. So we use this as a sort of rule of thumb to start shaping the experience with the help of our creative team. And that includes Manifesta and Shumisa, who's with us here tonight. And they were responsible for sort of working on our branding kits, setting up new campaigns in two Web3 platforms called Zeely and Galaxy. And these two platforms gave us a way to let people engage with the tribe at their own pace and have fun completing tasks when they were not, in the social media room swapping chat. So we also ran a series of AMAs called Ask Me Any Day with the Aztec coffee beans. And these were the questions from the community on how to see into the project and listen to what we were thinking about it, from the team's point of view. Now you can find those on X, and we ran those over the course of January this year. And now we added the slice of life streams, right? So now we've got video on both Telegram and Discord to swap, the question time with some real-time demos, and interaction and talks and presentations. Now, from day one, when I joined, we've been knocking out home runs with partner programs, new IP relationships, and improving the layers of tech, that support and bring life to life. And talking of which, we've got a special showcase of one of our partners, Milburn, who have been working on a really cool side project with us. And you'll be the first to get a sneak peek right here. So look out for that. Now, where we're moving is to go live with a new headquarters for all things Aztec Metaverse online, right? And that will be the website. So at this point, I'll hand over to Sam, who can tell you when it's going to go live and what you can expect to find there.
Oh, okay, great. I hope you can hear me better now. Okay, excellent. So it's going to be very exciting because we have been working around the clock every day. And just like you said, Seth, we've been pulling out punches every week and finishing marathons at like madness. So we are going to go live with live by the end of this month, or better said, the beginning of the next month, which is March 1. And I'm very excited that we are actually so close to that point. We are migrating as well with our coin, who's having a great performance today. And there's so much that we still have to glue together because the only thing that makes a metaverse is that you are able to trade with one another. And with our awesome partner SafeSwap, we have been able to do a lot of things underneath the hood. And basically, what we can do now is that you can use our Virtua, our Asset Explorer, to trade your NFTs and your digital assets, combine them. And there's a lot of talk on the internet for about a new ERC standard. We are pretty close to that one, but we have our own technology. But we have been working so hard, so long, and it is so great that we are finally getting to this place where we are supposed to be. And a little side note, we are a little bit over time because we had we determined that we wanted to go live with live last year in July, but a lot of things happened right after it. So we got Eman on board, Zaf came on board, Niels came on board, and a lot of things were we were ready to go technically, but we were not very good in the marketing segment. So we had to we had to look at things and we started a rebrand. And along the way, we figured out okay, we probably need to do this. And then we had to make some adjustments in live to make beautiful trailers. We had a lot of beta testers. we got together with amazing new partners, really big ones, unexpected, out of nowhere. Yesterday, we will not spoil that one yet, but it will soon to be. That would be that's it's just amazing that after just a call, something amazing can happen, and we have been having that for like the past 7 months where we are able to work with Disney IP, for example, Star Wars, specifically assets from The Mandalorian, which is completely thanks to Eric van der Kuip, who has been joining Comic Cons for like 2 decades, and he got in touch with a lot of people, and that it basically broke through a lot of doors. Of course, our amazing partners from Arking Studios, and we managed to get on board with Lossless and Failsafe in an incredible short amount of time. And then when we were like planning Christmas for life, right? I think that Zaf and Eman have like traumas from that from that month. So we got bombarded with listings, and we had to do a lot of things at the same time. But eventually, all these lessons boiled down back to where we are now, and we're very proud of what we have been making, what we have accomplished, how awesomely things are working. And what you're like seeing right now, this is not like a rotating animation. This is the starting screen. Now, normally we have disabled the HUD for presentation purposes. We are not going to go through everything because we will not have enough time to do so. But this will be the first in many series that we will do in life. What we want to show you guys is that how real this world is. We have actually included already one venue from the Milburn project. Some assets are in there, some characters are in there that are originally from a 2D NFT asset in 3D. The people who watched our Dutch AMA with the Dutch Cryptomane, they probably have seen a glimpse, but on Telegram, well, the image is distorted, and I hopefully you will see this in decent resolution and frame rate. It's running smooth as silk. This is running online, so we're this is the local Alibaba region, who has been a great partner incubating us, and also because of these partners, this is possible. Because if you would create or develop a metaverse this fast, and I'm talking about fast with an F and fast with a V, right? It takes a serious amount of resources, and thanks to Alibaba Cloud, we were able to develop without hurting ourselves financially. We were so happy that we got in touch with NVIDIA, who allowed us to use their Nerve network, which powers Onyx. And all these things together makes a wonderful environment. So does Iman wants to say something, or should I like rock around?
Now I'm gonna take it over from you, Sammy.
Now we are going the live itself will be live in March. The website will be on tomorrow night at 8. Then we will go live with our new website and everything on it. We wanted to do it as soon as possible, but why have a party? Why have two parties at one day when you can have two parties in 2 days?
Right.
Absolutely.
Great. So Great. So the people who don't have Valentine's will have a Valentine tomorrow. Great. So I wanted to dive a bit deeper into what makes our visuals in life so remarkable. And to run such a scene on a top tier game engine, it would require a similar level of detail and complexity. However, the performance on WebGL platforms would not be as optimal compared to our game engine Tetra. Now, let's dive a bit deeper because guys, can we have a moment for the visuals? And it is powered by our award-winning game engine Tetra, which delivers stunning graphics and visuals that will leave you speechless. And so as you can see, from breathtaking landscapes to extreme details, every moment in life is a feast for your eyes. So, why does Tetra stands out? Tetra is at the heart of life. It utilizes web GPU technology and stands out as a performance class leader among the WebGL alternatives. This means that Live is able to provide a smooth and immersive experience that surpasses the similar implementations from other top tier vendors by over 3 times. So as you guys can see, look, who do we have there at the left? Amazing. So as we navigate through life, we're now in the countryside, and you will encounter interactive scenery that reacts to your actions. So it adds another layer of realism to your adventure. Life offers a massive playing area that spans across diverse landscapes and environments. So, from other areas as cityscapes to this serene nature that we're looking at right now, there's always something new to explore because it is beyond. Let's take a look at the sky. You can even see the clouds running and the wind and the trees are moving. So that is beyond. And with various environmental influences like gravity and season changes and weather. Oh, look, we have the Milburn venue. Let's take a look at that a bit later. So each location in life feels alive and dynamic, as you can see. You can see, like I said, you can see the leaves are moving, and when the season changes and it is autumn, the trees will change color. That, guys, is beyond, if you ask me. And let's set the scene with a fact. In Live, accessibility is key, so you can access Live using just a browser, and it's compatible with a wide range of devices, making it easy for everyone to just join the adventure. So, no need for fancy equipment, no need for complicated setups, and as we all know, smartphones are the most used electronic devices worldwide. So yes, you can access Live through your smartphone very easy through your browser. And the best part is, guys, Live, access to Live is completely free. Now let's take a look. Let's go into the Milburn venue. Let's see, who do we have there? Amazing. Well, this Milburn venue shows what we can mean also to our partners. So they are more than welcome to have their own venues and their own airplanes.
Nou, mijn straks.
Caroline, I could hear you.
Sorry.
No problem at all. Okay. So I also have a question for the people. So who wants to become an Aslander? Because it's designed as the entry point for new members. Becoming an Aslander allows you to become a verified player in life. So the Aslander program unlocks a lot of opportunities and it empowers you to discover new experiences. And as an Aslander, you also have the ability to create your own tribe experience, just like the Milburn guys. So, you can complete your own unique team, you can access a list, and create a sense of community and creativity within life. You can design anything. If you want to build your own tree hut, you can do that. And that what comes with that is a part of our lifestyle, which we will dive into another episode of our Slice of Life series. Because guys, this is not the first and the last. This we're gonna do a lot more Slice of Life episodes with you guys because it's from a series. So, of course.
You mean the ones we will not mention?
So, Sam, looking at this environment, this scene here, what would it take for a top three game engine to run such a scene?
That's a difficult question because that depends on the size of your team, the serious amount of funds that you have, and the serious amount of time that you have, and the amount of patience that you have. So if you would create like a scenery like this one here, so there are a lot of animated objects here, right? And everything that's animated it basically eats some GPU time. So behind the scenes, there's a lot of optimization going on. And if you would do this, for example, with the two most popular game engines, you would have like a lot of well, let's say you need a lot of patience while developing. So you could actually build a native application that has a similar scenery. That is not so hard. But once you are developing it, you have to calculate light. You have to do a pre-calculation of ambient occlusion, which is like making sure that not all the objects that you see, or actually the objects that you don't see, are like taken into the calculation of the render. And that is probably one of the biggest performance hits that your GPU will take. And for example, in those engines, you actually need to purchase a lot of services. Hang on, I'm just going to go into fly mode because then, yeah, I have a hack because I disabled the HUD, but to give a glimpse of how big the scenery is, these are like, as you can see, this loads really fast. Of course, there's some glitches here and there. Not everything will be perfect, but for when you were like playing, and now I'm like desktop recording with Discord, like for the live stream, right? So you have some frame drops, but for me, it's running fine. But I can see it on my other screen. So if you have these amounts of objects, right, you have to do a lot of work in advance prior you deploy it. And this would definitely kill OpenGL or WebGL based applications. Um, and this is something why WebGPU is superior. So it's a very experimental API. We did a lot of hacks underneath the hood. So when you are building a scenery like this, you can have like a lot of hacks like batching the materials. And this is possible, for example, in those two big game engines. But the thing is, they do not work distributed. So they have some cloud solutions which make your finalized build ready. But before you actually get to the part where you are finalizing things, that actually takes a while. And in that area, for most of the time, you are just waiting and looking at a progress bar while your computer is calculating. And this is the thing that we solved in Tetra because we are using distributed computing. So you can work and the load is balanced over a lot of nodes over network, and AI is pretty much taking a lot of work away from us when you're working in Tetra. And that's basically what you could say one of the biggest advantages is that you can keep working. And unlike with Unity, oh sorry, the one of the popular engines, if you would work together in team, you have to get seats for all these licenses, and then you would be, well, spending a lot of money, but it would be still difficult to share your project with them. With us, if you are an Azarian developer project, as soon as you are accepted to be the developer, you are you're pretty free because you can have a group of 2 developers or 20 developers as long as you are like taking the accountability for it, right? You can design together and you don't have to pay for extra seat licenses because we want you to build things. We want you to deploy to our metaverse. And of course, you can deploy to standalone. But if you are building for a larger audience and you want to have the benefits of the Azarian program, where you are meeting a lot of other players, we are basically not just a metaverse, but we are also a platform to deploy your entertainment products upon.
May I interrupt here, please, Sam? What I think the question Zef just posed is, compared to the other game development engines, how much time would it take in Tetra, for instance, to build the Milburn building for a
I think we
reasonably
started last
knowledgeable developer?
for in other engines you would basically do pretty much the same, and then you will hate yourself optimizing it. So it would take a good designer about roughly 2 to 3 hours to create it, because
In
most
Tetra.
in any engine you could create a building in less than 2 hours. The thing is, it will destroy your frame rate because you need to optimize, and this is where Tetra becomes smarter. And the thing is, you would have to create multiple pieces of assets just in order to deploy it over mobile or over PC. If you want to play on Xbox, right? You would need to have like 3 or 4 versions of the same of the same object, and actually objects, because the Milburn venue is actually pretty detailed.
Okay, I think that answers the question of Zef, doesn't it, Zef?
Thanks, Vout. I think one of the things that I'm hearing over and over again is it's not just a case of performance, but finding those developers takes time, and then funding those developers takes cost. Then having the time to wait for the renders is another cost in time again. And then you've got the overall cost of the infrastructure. So when you add those 4 things together, it becomes way more than just a performance issue. You've now got this obstacle, right? That's stopping teams of enthusiastic developers getting involved in these sorts of projects. And what Tetra has done is really lower that sort of barrier to entry right down, so that people can get involved and work in a cost-effective way. Get their projects moving in a shorter period of time, and not have to worry about that sort of deep technical optimization that you mentioned. And I think that makes an enormous difference, and is a real big thumbs up for what Tetra can do.
And that's where Tetra is changing the complete development world of gaming.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, while that we're talking about all the technical stuff, let's dive back into the fun stuff. Because what I also wanted to mention to you guys is that everything in life is powered by our utility token Aztec. And that makes transactions in life very smooth and seamless. And speaking of our coin, guys, it's going wild. That's what I also wanted to drop here. And before I forget, Sam mentioned Onyx before. And when you need more guidance through life, Onyx is there to assist you. Onyx will help you in every step of the way. As I call Onyx our artificial human, it will help you find what you need. It will also eventually provide you useful tips and suggestions. So, with Onyx by your side, navigating through life becomes a breeze. So this way you will have a seamless experience with the hand of Onyx right at your shoulder to help you. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this first episode of Slice of Life. And like I said before, this was our very first Slice of Life live stream from a series. And before we all say goodbye, I want to say thank you for everyone for joining this live stream. And I hope we will all meet soon in life.
Yay, applauding.